Delhi's air quality has once again fallen into the very poor category. AQI around 388. And this isn't something new. Every year around October and November, Delhi literally turns into a gas chamber. But this wasn't always just Delhi's problem. A few years ago, Beijing was in the same situation. But today, it managed to change its air. So today, let's not compare. Let's learn what Beijing did and what lessons India can learn from its model. Because every city has its own story, but inspiration can come from anywhere. The major factors affecting Delhi's airs are vehicular emission, construction dust, industrial emissions, stubble burning, and seasonal weather conditions. When the wind speeds drops and humidity rises, the pollutant gets trapped close to the ground. But the government has taken several steps like odd even scheme, construction bans, water sprinklers, and the graded response action plan. But the results are mostly short term. Experts points out that Delhi's problem is also transboundary. Smoke from stubble burning in Punjab and Haryana travels into the Delhi, mixes with local emission, makes the smog even denser. Until 2013, Beijing was among the world's most polluted city. According to US Embassy, AQI level often reached 500, a hazardous level. Then in 2013, China launched its Air Pollution Prevention and Control Action Plan. And within 10 years, Beijing reduced its PM 2.5 levels from 84 to 30 microgram per cubic meter, a massive 60% reduction. So what exactly did they do? Coal to clean energy transition. Beijing phased out 25 million tons of coal use. Power plants were shifted to natural gas and renewables. Industrial relocation. Heavy industries were moved out of the city. Over 1,000 factories were relocated. Vehicle control. A license plate system quota was introduced. Electric vehicles and public transport were promoted. Monitoring and enforcement. Over 1,500 air quality monitoring stations were set up with strict penalties and violations. Urban planning. Through green belts and afforestation projects, the city created natural buffers within urban spaces. The goal isn't for Delhi to become Beijing because Delhi's geography, economy, and federal structures are very different. But there are principles India can adopt. Integrated policy. Beijing aligned environmental growth with economic planning. India too needs this cross department coordination. Environment, transport, agriculture, and energy must work together. Regional planning. Not just NCR, but all northern states needs a joint air quality action plan. Data transparency. Public monitoring stations and real-time enforcements can reveal the true picture on the ground. Clean energy push. Diesel generators and coal-based plants must gradually be replaced with renewable and gas-based stations. Citizen responsibility. A hidden success factor in Beijing's model was public participation. Awareness campaign and community accountability played a key role. According to the Insights on India editorial November 25, India's biggest challenge lies in policy divergence. Environmental and agriculture policies often work against each other. Subsidies like free electricity and cheap fertilizers indirectly push farmers towards stubble burning because they don't have affordable and sustainable alternatives for disposal. In Beijing's case, farmers were compensated. They received incentives and straw management technology to manage residue responsibly. Unless the rural and urban policies align, tackling the root cause of air pollution will remain difficult. The message is simple. It's not a race, it's a responsibility. We are not comparing, we are understanding. Every city has its own context, its own challenges, and its own path to a clean air. clean air is a shared goal, and achieving it requires policy alignment, long term planning, and consistent actions. Beijing can serve as a reference, but every city must write its own model, rooted in its own realities. Thanks for watching, share, like, and subscribe.